Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is December 25th. Merry Christmas to everybody out there just waking up and enjoying the morning. Taking a look out across the Pacific Ocean, you can see we've got additional storm systems on the way. Check out all this activity moving towards the west coast of North America. Another strong storm moving towards Pacific Northwest. We have at least three more systems to go for Bay Area north across California. We're going to dive into some of those details. We'll take a look at the extended forecast. Is there any hope for Southern California in the extended for some rainfall? And we've got some mountain snows. We still got some big wave action going along the coastal areas. Just a very active period that we are in currently. If we take a look at yesterday, there's been some, you can see there's been some debris flows. There were some hail reports yesterday with some strong thunderstorms moving towards the coastline. We click on some of this activity, some, again, flood, landslide activity, and we got some wind reports across some of the higher terrain as well. If I go out towards, let's see, this is Rosamond, California, blowing dust report there also. So you can kind of see some of the snow and the rainfall for the higher terrain as well. So yes, very active storm system moving down across much of the state yesterday, Christmas Eve. Now, the high surf advisory continues for today and on in through tomorrow, Thursday, 21 to 23 foot breakers on the beaches, and watch out, we're still dealing with some very energetic waves here over the next few days. You can see they updated here at Eureka National Weather Service this morning, and we got some strong winds coming tonight as well. Wednesday afternoon, that's Christmas, that's right. Now today, Crescent City, look at that, 61, Neelan 54 miles per hour. So coastal areas, you're going to get windy again tonight as we got another strong storm moving up towards the Pacific Northwest. So there's wind advisories out there. We got some winter weather advisories, and of course we got the high surf advisories for some of the coastal regions, as I mentioned. Now, the moderate snow and the winter weather advisory, as you can see, this is Sacramento National Weather Service, 10 p.m. tonight, Christmas night through noon on Friday. So this could cause some challenges as we start to travel back and forth. If you're going back towards Nevada, or you're going out back towards Utah, or wherever you came from, or you're coming back into California, you might have some issues coming across some of the passes. But the snow levels will be rising as we go on in through Thursday to Friday p.m., so that would leave more areas all just rain. So it's going to be kind of tricky, though, on the day after Christmas. So keep that in mind if you are traveling. Wind gusts to 45 miles per hour. And, of course, there could be some chain controls and whatnot across the higher terrain. This is the Bay Area, still talking about the large breaking waves, 20 to 30 feet for the coastal areas. And there is some dense fog advisories out there also for Fresno and Merced this morning. Now, Christmas, Los Angeles, some gusts across some of the higher terrain. You can see the Santa Monica Mountains are included in that. Watch out if you're driving a high-profile vehicle back and forth, or if you're just traveling back and forth trying to get back home across some of the higher terrain, some of the pass areas. You could be running into some of those gusty winds, northwest to north winds in this case. And this is San Diego National Weather Service. You got still some energetic wave activity as we go on in through the day today, and that could continue on as we go through later this week as well. So if we take just kind of an overall view of that, you can see as we go through the day today, it's still pretty energetic waves up and down the coastline. Then again, additional frontal systems bringing wave activity, all the way down towards the central coast, potentially Southern California at times as we go through this upcoming weekend, and really that just continues on into early next week, before maybe we finally start to get a break. But don't count on it too much here. We got to watch this next system out here across Pacific Ocean, spreading waves back down across California as well. We'll check that out at a later date. Now, look at composite reflectivity. When is it going to start raining again here across Northern California? Well, it's probably sometime this afternoon. You can see this about 4 p.m., 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's midnight tonight. And again, another frontal system spreading precipitation back down towards the Bay Area as we go through very early tomorrow morning. Probably a thunderstorm chance behind this front as well, as you can see that activity continue down on the 26th. And so the snow levels are probably going to be below a lot of the past levels on the 26th. Again, a kind of reminder, if you're traveling back and forth the day after Christmas, trying to get home or whatnot, keep that in mind. And then not much of a break before the next system starts to roll in here, but this is going to start to rise the snow levels as we go through the later portion of the 26th into the 27th. And then you see this frontal system continuing to bring precipitation across some of the higher terrain as we go on into the 27th. And then there's another system, yes, yet another system after that. And as you saw, not much for California here over the next 60 hours. Now, looking at the North American model, this is wind speeds. I just want to point this out. Very early this morning, there's still some gusty winds out there. You can see across some of the transverse range. And again, like I said, Santa Monica Mountains, I-5 corridor, some gusty winds also, and north winds across Nevada. That's relaxing for the most part as we go through the day today, except for the mountains here across Southern California. Keep in mind, those north and northwest winds, kind of gusty. And then we've got the additional frontal systems across the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada. Some of this coming up the Sacramento Valley as well out of the south, as we bring some of these frontal systems in over the next couple of days. And you can see we do have a couple rounds of some gusty winds, mainly for northwest California. But this is tonight. This is the strong system here as we go through later tonight. You can really see these winds ramping up on the Oregon coast and some of that extending down in towards California. And then another round of some gusty winds as we go through the night of the 26th and 27th morning time hours. And then probably, again, some wind activity as we go through the weekend coming up. Now, wider view of things here. This is the European. Last night, if I put this into motion, there goes the system coming in as we go through tonight into tomorrow morning. You see it spread mountain snow down across some of the Sierra Nevada as we go, again, the day after Christmas. Next storm system starts off as some decent snow across the Sierra Nevada, but snow levels will be rising probably above 7,000 feet, at least as maybe 8,000 as we go through the 27th. Another nice shot of rain, Bay Area coming up here, and then no rest for the weary. Northern California atmospheric river, you can see it bouncing around as we go into the upcoming weekend with another frontal system pushing down across central California. But you'll notice, again, it loses its punch by the time it tries to get down towards Point Conception and down towards Southern California. And then maybe we get a break after that. No promises just yet. Take a look at 24-hour snowfall. So here we go as we go through. This is going through the day in the early morning hours tomorrow. You see some of that snow flying. And then on the night of the 26th, another round of snow into the 27th here. But again, snow levels rising on the day 27th. And then maybe another round as we go on in through later on here. But snow levels should be a bit higher for this round as we go through the upcoming weekend with that atmospheric river looking front coming in here. And we'll see what they're going to do on the back side of that front as it continues to push across California as we go through this weekend into early next week. Now, on top of all the precipitation we've already gotten, you guys saw those landslide reports and mud flows and whatnot that are going on out there. This is still yet to come. So if we scroll through here, this is just through Saturday afternoon, and then you can see some big amounts across some of the higher terrain. So yeah, we've got more rainfall to come. And again, the massive cutoff here right somewhere across the central coast of California towards the southern Sierra Nevada, with not much for Southern California and just huge amounts here across Northern California into Southwest Oregon. And if we take a look at the extended forecast here, there goes the first frontal system. There's the second one. So we got this 1, 2, 3 punch coming up with this atmospheric river. Maybe that's the kicker for a little bit here as we go on in towards the new year, but no promises even with that because you see additional systems out here. Who knows how these are going to come in? And then you see this frontal system get cast down all the way towards the Bay Area on January 2nd yet again. So we'll have to monitor this because it looks like we remain active as we go on into the early portion of new year with storms impacting the Pacific Northwest. How far south are those going to translate? That is the big question. We'll just continue to watch that. Forecast discussion here. This is the avalanche weather information here for the Sierra Nevada. You can kind of see it there. And if you go in there, you can read some interesting stuff about snow levels and whatnot. So if you are traveling back and forth, you could do much worse than this here because it does give some nice things like, Donner Summit. You can see the snow level range here. And the pass level is shown in the black line. So as we go on into the 27th here, you can see it rising above the pass level. 27th might be a better time to travel, but there's still going to be some precipitation ongoing and whatnot. So, yeah, travel wisely. Taking a look at the excessive rainfall outlook does include Northwest California over the next few days. There's day 4, and there's that atmospheric river bouncing around as we go through this weekend. They've introduced the slight risk there, and then day 5, they kept it going just for the heck of it. And we've been looking at this since July 1st, a big discrepancy, big disparity from Northern California and Southern California. Northern California usually gets quite a bit more rain than Southern California, but this is on top of this. This is the anomaly of what is normal. Normally, of course, you got the big disparity, but it has been exaggerated massively this year, 150% plus for areas Bay Area and North and Southern California. Some places 2% of what you normally get, which isn't that much anyway. So, we're building up a big deficit and a big difference between the northern portions and southern portions of California. Here's the 6 to 10 day. There's the precipitation. You don't want to see that there, but there it is as we go through January 3rd. Here's the 14 day, and again with that below normal signal there as we go through the first week of January. But anyway, yeah, I'll be traveling today, but I'll still be doing my daily briefings here. I'll just bring my show on the road as I usually do when I go off somewhere, and I'll be traveling out to Hawaii for a couple days here visiting family. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. Otherwise, channel's doing great. Click like and subscribe, and we will do this all again tomorrow.